Okay, so this is not the best lightning, but it is not that bad if I do not approach myself too much from the camera. I have to stay far away. Um, I wanted to talk about how difficult it is for me to find life interesting and to be happy now that I've lost my mother. For whatever reason, for no, not whatever reason, but for a lot of different reasons, I was so close to my mother because she actually was my mother and my father at the same time, because I lost my father when I was 14 and a half. So basically, she was everything to me, and also she was so kind and so funny and so full of life that I find it hard to admit and to realize that she's not there anymore. There are times when I can talk about it, like right now I can talk about it, but like a few minutes ago I wasn't able to. I mean, I was feeling so sad. She passed away 2 years ago of cancer. She had cancer for 4 years, so it's been 6 years she had cancer, and she maintained herself quite well during the 4 years and a half. At first, they told her that she would last only 6 to 9 months, and she lasted 4 years and a half almost. So it is hard because she passed away. She died in 2016, and I first of all, I don't even realize that it's been such a long time already, like 2 years. I have the feeling that it was like yesterday that she passed away, like maybe 9 or 10 months ago. And so I've been so busy doing a lot of different stuff, packing and stuff, and trying to find a new apartment, decorating it, and surviving, I guess. And I'm also aware that I have to move on with my life. I don't know how, but I have to, because I don't want to stay in this state of nostalgic mind. You know, I don't want to cry all day. I don't want to be sad. I know that my mom will never be there again, and even when I'm pronouncing those words, this sentence, it sounds so surreal to me, because it's not fair. She never smoked in her life. She never worked in a smoking environment, and she got lung cancer, which I don't understand why. I mean, she believes in God and in Jesus Christ. She's a Catholic, and I am too. So I hope that there is something else. I hope that God has another plan for her, but I'm not sure. I don't have any scientific proofs of that. So there's a chance that there might be nothing after death, and even more than that, what's left of her right now? I mean, I need traces of her. I have audio files of her a lot. I have pictures of her, and my head is full of memories. So I have a lot of memories, just only good memories with her. But I miss her every day. I miss talking to her. I miss laughing with her. I miss cooking with her. I miss exchanging feelings, things, infos, opinions. I miss talking with her. I just miss everything about her. I miss her elegance. I miss watching her combing her hair. I miss her putting on some makeup. I miss going to restaurants with her. I miss everything. I miss that woman, and that woman was my mother. So it's very sad, and I think I don't know how I'm going to. First of all, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now except survive. I don't know how I'm going to be able to find happiness again. I mean, I can find some kind of happiness when I'm with my friends. I have a lot of friends, and they are very nice, very good persons and good people. And I admire my friends, but friends are not family in a certain way. They're not my mother. They're not as funny as my mother. They're not as wise as my mother. I mean, it doesn't apply to everyone. Some people have bad mothers or dull mothers, or some people have hard times with their parents. I only got good memories with my father and my mother. Um, she tried to be perfect, and she was close to that, I guess. And she was so brave, and she never complained about her disease or anything. Where did she find that strength? I mean, she was 44, I guess, when she yes, she was 44 when she lost her husband, my father, and with 3 kids. And she tried to be the best parent, single parent she could, and she did that. But the fact that she gave us maybe too much love and too much affection, so it is hard to get rid of that affection. Even though I know I was loved and dearly loved by my mother, it's still, there's still something on an everyday basis that I miss. It's like it's been 2 years and 2 weeks, I guess, and I have the feeling that whenever I think about my mother and what I'm missing, I have the feeling that I can fall into depression quite immediately, and I can also cry easily. And I'm old. I'm 41 years old and a half, and in less than 6 months, I'm going to be 42. So I feel like I'm very late in life, because people at my age are already married and have kids and have done something patent and something real in their lives, and I have a feeling that I'm still a kid who just lost his mother and his father, and who's just becoming recently an orphan. And no girls, no woman would be attracted to that kind of guy who's still mourning his mother. And also the thing is that I have the feeling I don't know what is my purpose in life. It's a question that I never asked myself before, because my mother was there, so she was, not to say that she was my only purpose in life, but I mean, she gave me directions, and she was like my she was like my bone, my how to say it, my vertebral column. I don't know how to say that. Ma colonne vertébrale. She was like, so I don't know how to say this in English, but so it is. I think I know that the day I will find another woman, not my mother, of course, but another woman, could be of a girlfriend or a friend or my future wife, for example. Then I will be maybe more into, okay, I'm the man. I'm now I have the possibility and the potential to become to build my own familial cell, and if I have a child or kids with my wife, then my mother told me that she told me that maybe the day when you will be able to have your own family, you will not consider yourself as the orphan of your parents, or the child of your parents. You will consider yourself immediately, like instantly, as the father of your children and the husband of your wife. And that familial cell will become your family. Because right now my family is my brother, my sister, my father, and my mother, and I lost my mother and my father, who were the most important people in my life, especially my mother, because I lost my father when I was like at such a young age. I was 14 and a half, so I knew him only 14 and a half years, so it's not a long time. But my mother, I knew her for 41 years old. No, I was 39. I was almost 40. So 39 years of being the son, one of my mother's son, and it is hard to find someone, especially I'm old now. I mean, who wants someone who's like 41 years old and who has always been like a Peter Pan? I think I also have the syndrome of Peter Pan. I feel like a kid. I don't look like I'm 40, I guess. I don't look like I'm 41, or I don't look like I'm going to be 42. I mean, this is far, but if you look at me, for real, I mean, maybe I do smoke like this. It's terrible because my mother died of lung cancer and she's never smoked, but I started smoking maybe 5 years ago. It was not my fault that she had got cancer, because but the past 3 years I smoked a lot, especially the past 2 years, and I have to stop that because of the skin. I don't want to hurt my skin. I don't want to have a bad skin, so I have to pay attention, and I have to, but I don't know. I need to find someone, maybe, I guess. But I don't like to say that I need to find someone, but I know I need to find someone, but I don't want to be in demand, you know? It sounds too pathetic, like too desperate, you know? I don't want to sound desperate. And I don't also, I know it's going to be very cliche, but I don't want to find a wife to replace my mother, because obviously no one can replace her, and no one wants to be someone else. I mean, they have to be themselves. So I need to find another wife who is someone who would be someone that I could admire and that I could fulfill, you know, with joy in life. And I have to construct my life. I have to have my own family. But let's imagine sometimes, and you know, I'm trying to imagine, let's imagine I have a wife and I have 3 beautiful kids, and I have a beautiful life, a nice apartment, and my kids are going to school and stuff. But still, I will miss my mother so much. My mother told me that I would be so occupied, so busy with raising the kids and, you know, maintaining this family, that I won't have enough time to think about the past. But that I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to be sad, but I don't want to forget the past. I'm also a product of my past, so I don't want to. So that is very difficult, because if I was hit by amnesia, for example, then I would wake up tomorrow and I wouldn't even know. This is I bought a lampe berger. So okay, cool. So I mean, and then I wouldn't even remember that my mother died. So I wouldn't be sad, but at the same time I would forget all my past, and I don't want to forget my past. So no, I miss her. I miss talking to her, and I miss that. It's terrible. I know we're not made to live with our parents all the time, but I envy those who still have their parents once they got married and have kids, and they have their parents. I envy that. I'm kind of sad. How do you cope with life after that? It was so stressful. I mean, when I was at the hospital with her, she was so brave, because I was with her all the time. 99% of the time I was with her. I never let her go to an exam or a medical exam, or a medical cure, or cancer cure, or chemotherapy, or radiotherapy all by herself. I was always there, because I didn't want her to fight that alone. I was with her all the time, and I was exchanging stuff to make her laugh and stuff. So she liked it because I made it. I think I don't want to throw my flowers to myself, but I made it easy for her. I made it fun for her, and we were talking about some different stuff. And after the chemotherapy, after 8 hours of chemotherapy, we went back to the taxi cab. Then we went to a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, and we were eating. And then we took the bus, and we were during like 45 minutes or 1 hour of bus. We were talking about life and stuff, and recreating the world and stuff. So I miss all of that, but. And I remember sometimes I was taking the subway, and I was sitting just right close to my mother, and she said to me, I don't know how you're going to do when I will not be there anymore. I mean, and it's difficult because I even find it hard to cry nowadays. I mean, when it was like 1 month after or 2 months after my mother passed away, or even 1 year, I was able to cry. But now, sometimes I'm like, I want to cry, but because I'm sad inside my heart, I'm very sad. But it feels like crying will not bring my mother back. So, but I miss her dearly. She really was so beautiful, and don't know what to do in life. It's difficult. It reminds me of this song by Marvin Hamlish, sung by Barbra Streisand. And it was, I don't know, it wasn't Marvin Hamlish. It was Michel Legrand, and the song was "What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life?" And it goes like, "What are you doing the rest of your life? North and east and south and west of your life. I have only one request for your life, that you spend it out with me." And anyway, it's difficult. I don't even know why I'm doing these videos, but I think it helps me. I don't want to go to see a psychiatrist. I did that already last year, and it cost too much money. So, and I'm still the same point. So I'm like, why not talking to myself on camera and posted that on YouTube? So many memories. What am I doing with those memories? I need to build something. I need to act. I need to do something. I need actions. But I don't even know what to do. Anyway, thanks for watching me. If by mistake or at random you're watching these videos, by the way, my name is Alex, and I live in France, in Paris, and I've been living 14 years and a half in Africa, and I've been studying in the United States. I've been traveling all around the world with my mother, my parents, my friends, for vacation and for internships or whatever. I went in a lot of different places, but it's so, I should be full of life, and I am, but what happened brought me down, and made me feel sad. And I'm still trying to find the cure to my sadness, trying to find something to do. I have a goal in life. I know my mother wouldn't like me to sob all day and to cry and to complain and stuff. She would say, "Va vie, deviens, and go live your life and become someone." And she would be, yeah, she would say that. She would tell me to turn the page over and to really go on with my life, and to pray whenever, because even though we're not sure that there's God, when you pray, it's like meditation. You recenter yourself, and you breathe, you calm yourself down, and also I think also sometimes trying to put logic in the purpose of life is something that can help you, because people are not meant to be eternal. It's funny because I always thought my mother would be there all the time, but and I'm not eternal. Maybe one day I will have kids and I will die and my kids will be so sad. So and it's true that I'm coming to a point. I'm 41. My mother was 69. I'm in 6 months. In 6 months, yes, I'm going to be 42. In 8 years, I'm going to be 50. Then after I'm 60, maybe 60, you're old. You're not a young kid anymore. So 60 and then 70, and then you can die. I mean, a lot of things happen between 60 and 75. So what's going to be next? What trace do you want to leave on this planet? Difficult question. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're going through what I'm going through, or if you have any advice, I'm taking those. So you can put some comments on. I mean, this channel was not made at all for people to watch, but you never know. Sometimes you're one step away, one advice away to be happy. I don't know if you say that in English, but if someone gives me like a very smart, intelligent piece of advice, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, so yeah, let's do that, and then I can find a way to bring myself back to the road to happiness. Anyway, thank you. Bye bye.